Welcome everyone in on a Sunday night to PGR eSports. It's the Sunday Scaries and the second one ever live here from USA International Speedway. For the first time ever in PGR, the Legends cars hit the track here in Florida. I'll be your host here tonight, Michael Triscaro, and I'll be joined soon by co-owner here of PGR eSports, Matthew Baker. It is what is a really cool new event here and series on PGR eSports. So we appreciate everyone joining and tuning in tonight for what should be a good short track race. We're going to high above here, USA International Speedway, as we get set to race here tonight. Cars have been on track qualifying. Casey Sprinkle finished his couple laps as he goes up to P13 on the board. But Dylan Jones, at the moment, fastest on the track. So Dylan Jones right now will be starting in the pole position. Nathan Harper, who is really good in these coupes, right behind him. And that is provisional at the moment. We'll see if anything changes. But keep in mind, this is the Sunday Funday Sunday Scaries League here on a Sunday night. We started the league last week, and this week will be the first race here at USA International in the Legends cars. So looking forward to this race here tonight in this cool new series. And if you're tuning in, if you tuned in on Friday night for the Dega Pro Stars and Stripes, just got a new PC, so a long way to go on the SDK side, but PC is a beast, so we are going to have no hiccups in the broadcast as far as crashing. Unless the internet goes, we should be good to go. Volume should be good as well, but if you guys think that anything needs to be changed volume-wise, please let me know in the YouTube chat. But as far as different scenes and graphics and webcams and all that stuff, that'll wait here later in this new week here in December as I dial in all the SDK information. We'll get that up. It's going to look a little weird when we show the grid as well as the starting and finishing results. But like I said, bear with me here within the week. We'll have all those up to date, ready to go. But looking forward to a great race here tonight. 24 drivers coming out for the Sunday Scaries. We'll have, like I said, Matthew Baker here in the booth very shortly to let all you know how this race tonight will work and the format that will take place here. But we will be going to the grid here very shortly. And there will be two groups here tonight going for separate payout positions. And those were randomly drawn. So a little bit split field, which is kind of cool here. As we go down here to the grid. And you see a packed house here at USA tonight. And we'll let you know those groups. Group number 1 will be Axel Smith, Casey Sprinkle, Ethan Eckert, Justin Miller, Miles Bagley, Malik Ray, Asher Little, Cameron Craighead, Mark Vondell, Wyatt Gray, Dylan Jones, and TJ Moon. So that'll be group number 1. Still waiting on confirmation for group number 2. So essentially, the 24-car field is split into 2 groups. I'm pretty sure there will be some heats here tonight. And this will be the first heat coming up with Tyler Vickery here on the pole. Jackson Buys will be to his outside. The qualifying results you see on the screen are overall qualifying results. So Dylan Jones, fastest man in town. Nathan Harper, Malik Gray were your top 3 in qualifying. So Tyler Vickery somehow on pole position here. So a little bit confusing. Night's going to be a little bit confusing on the scoring. Because we do have the heat races here tonight. Jackson Buys right here on the number 15. He'll roll off right here on the outside front row. As we get ready to go racing here in Lakeland, Florida. The USA International Speedway. Good old-fashioned Legends cars, short track racing. Pace truck lights off, ready to go racing. Warming up some tires here in the front. Hi, Tyler Vickery, Jackson Buys, Malik Ray in the field. Wyatt Gray, Dylan Jones, Casey Sprinkle, Justin Miller, Kenny McCullough Jr., Max Dinda, Miles Bagley, Axel Smith, Mark Vondell, and Brock Westmerlin set to take off here in heat number 1. We'll pace one more time, although the pace car lights are off. It looks like we'll get the 1 to go signal this time by now we'll bring up a driver that will be racing here in heat number 2. His name Ethan Eckert. You got a copy?
I'm here. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Up here in the broadcast booth here tonight, and man, this is something new here in PGR. Second week here of the Sunday Scaries. Street stocks last week, but here tonight in the Legends at USA. Man, they're about to go green. What are we looking for here tonight? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm not feeling very confident with this at all. I mean, it's gonna be a complete win by Nathan Harper. I think he's known as the Coupe legend around here. I mean, it's pretty much all he runs. I don't think I really have a chance against most of these guys. I'm not very good at this.
Well, we are under green, 3 wide racing already. And hey, man, that's no different than what you normally see in PGR. We got a wreck already. It looks like 59 Casey Sprinkle around. Looks like we'll get our first caution of the night. Green flag still out on the racetrack. So it's possible we are just running these heats without yellow flags. We're still waiting Matthew Baker in here. Oh, Dylan Jones involved. Yeah, another wreck as well. Bumper cars here to start the night. But Dylan Jones. It's going to be like
this. Maybe I do have a chance.
Yeah, you might just want to hang out there. Dylan Jones, he was the fastest overall qualifier. And right now, he dodged some bullets here in the beginning as he is P1 on the board. Malik Ray way off behind him with Wyatt Gray. Actually, no, I think Malik Ray actually in first as the scoring and timing has updated. Dylan Jones now all the way to the back of the field. Now joined by Matthew Baker as Malik Gray leads the field here in heat number 1. You see the 18 Wyatt Gray behind him, and carnage for a lot of cars here in the field. Shortly into the heat, 3 laps to go. Max Dinda here fighting with Axel Smith and Justin Miller. As Tyler Vickery, who sat on the pole for this heat, in the 2-4 right behind them. As we are now 2 laps to go in this heat. Malik Gray under siege here from Wyatt Gray. So really good race up front, but race spread out due to some wrecks here as Wyatt Gray still trying to chase down the number 1 into turn number 1.
He's got a good run off the corner, though gets a little bit loose. Malik's going to block to the inside. Probably going to overdrive the corner here. Try and push Wyatt up the track. If I was Wyatt, I'd try and cross back over. No, he's going to try and stick to the outside. He can't get there. Malik Gray clears. He's going to win heat 1.
Well, Malik Gray, it doesn't matter what car you put him in, he finds his way to P1 on the board. Full crowd or full house here in the grandstands tonight. You saw as Malik Gray crossed the start-finish line And all the flash bulbs going off as the Hot Wheels number 1 will take heat number 1. And while we have Matthew Baker, tell us a little bit tonight about this format.
Yeah, so tonight it's gonna be a lot of fun. We got two heats and 2 different groups of people. We have Group 1 and Group 2 that are battling out between each other. It'll be split into 2 groups by 12 people, and they're racing against each other for these top 4 payouts. Top 4 or top 5 payouts. Plus, we haven't locked that down yet, but should be fun.
Yeah, really cool night. We went over group number 1 here as we are now gridding here for the second of, I believe, 2 heats. Group number 2 is Asher Little, Brock Westmoreland, Chris McCullough, Corey Cheney, Daniel Eberhardt, Jackson Buys, Josh McCullough, Justin Johnson, Kenny McCullough, Max Dinda, Nathan Harper, and Tyler Vickery. So 24 cars tonight, split into 2 different groups for some payout positions. And we are having some fun here at Lakeland tonight. USA International Speedway, as we are off and rolling again for the pace laps. It'll be 2 pace laps till we take the green. We talked to this man right here, Ethan Eckert, a little while ago, and he was not confident at all in tonight's event, but he did see a lot of carnage there in the first heat and said, hey, you know what? If I can avoid that, maybe I could find my way here into the top 3, if not winning this heat. So we'll see what Ethan Eckert here in the 1-9 can do on the outside, as Chris McCullough will lead us to green with Cameron Craighead to his outside. It'll be a 5-lap heat here as we get set to go green here in heat number 2. First heat won by Malik Ray. Chris McCullough about getting set to go as he goes, and it's the green flag again here. Heat number 2, Craighead on the outside of McCullough, but TJ Moon, Daniel Eberhardt trying to chase them down 3, almost 4 wide here. Baker off turn number 2.
Oh, Christian McCullough, super loose. TJ Moon takes advantage, gets the lead here. You see him start to walk away. Nathan Harper already up to 2nd place. One around in the back. Looks like that was the 11 of Corey Cheney. But TJ Moon trying to walk away with this as fast as he can. Try and get away from Nathan Harper. Cameron Craighead tries to dive it 3 wide. It's going to hinder Harper here, trying to get a run off. He's going to get loose. Here comes Eberhardt to the inside. He's going to turn Cameron Craighead into the wall.
Craighead still tangling farther back with Josh McCullough. TJ Moon leads across the line there. 4 laps to go. Nathan Harper, man, he probably couldn't believe his eyes when he saw PGR eSports hosting a race in these Legends cars. And he runs these things all the time. And right now he finds himself in P2. But he's got some competition here tonight. TJ Moon leads here as we get down to 3 laps to go here in heat number 2.
Way to go here. Harper trying to stalk the back end. If TJ Moon gets a good run through the entry, he's able to maintain center corner. He's going to get a little loose off the exit, but he's able to maintain. Doing a great job tracking down TJ Moon. How is he going to try and set him up to pass him here? Another good entry by him. You see him diamond towards the center of the corner. Really, really late entry. Able to get a big run through the center of the corner. Maintain it. Going to dive to the inside here. TJ Moon. Nothing really TJ can do besides pinch. He's going to maintain a good run here. 2 by 2 coming out of turn 2.
Off turn 2, Moon still leader on the top, but here comes Harper in the 7 on the bottom. Eberhardt's going to follow him. And off the turn, Nathan Harper has the lead for the first time here in the heat. final lap, white flag.
White flag for cars. But remember, blanket Everhart dives it in, gets TJ Moon all out of shapes. Harper all out of shape. Harper's going to clear Everhart to the top side. Will he be able to dive back down? He's going to go for a bump, gives him a shot up the track. Hangs onto it, though. Here comes Asher Little battling. And Nathan Harper going to win a heat race number 2.
Nathan Harper wins the heat, but he was under a lot of heat from the 90 of Daniel Eberhardt there at the end. TJ Moon, I believe, in third, depending on the scoring and timing there. But wow, what a finish that was here in heat number 2. As Harper and Eberhardt battled there to the end. There's your top 12 on the screen. And like I said, if you're just joining us, I have a lot of settings to work on SDK. So visually, you will not see everything right, and we'll get that right here later in this week, but a lot of work to do on my end. But hey, the broadcast is running smooth. Audio should be good, and this is pretty cool so far here tonight. Glad we started this series. Definitely refreshing to call something new.
Yeah, it's going to be fun here. It's going to be based off of 24 cars. I'm going to sit down here and get these payouts working and get green flag racing here in about 4 minutes.
We'll take that tower away momentarily. Cars on track at the moment. Getting some practice in here before the main event feature here tonight in Florida. USA International Speedway. We're looking forward to that feature here tonight. While we wait for that feature race here, we're going to get a quick word in with one of the drivers here tonight who just won heat number 2. That's Nathan Harper. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, man, I was just telling Baker up here in the booth, when you saw PGR eSports was going to host a Legends race, I bet you couldn't believe that.
Yeah. I told him, I'm like, listen, man, I'm not messing around when I say this combo is pretty good. Because I mean, I don't know if the heats really showed it. Everyone was wrecking, but if we can keep our act together, we can stay like in a pack, and you know, there's drafts and everything. So yeah, it's a really fun combo. I think anyone can win this race, really. If you can run at least a solid lap time, maybe not the best, you'll be just fine. So yeah, shout out to Baker for making this happen. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait.
Well, tell us a little bit more about you and this car. I know it's something you, talk about a lot. Is this just something that is one of your favorite cars to run on the service? And how long have you been running this car?
Well, yeah. I mean, when I first started iRacing, it was street stocks and I like to call them coupes, but I guess I'll call them legends. Whatever. I ran between those cars to get my safety rating up, and then I just decided to stick with this car, and I've just been running it since. The sad reality is, like, the people who are usually racing this car, I mean, they haven't even been on the service for a month, but I don't know. I mean, you can call me a farmer, but I mean, I don't really look at it like that. I just do it to have fun. I've beaten some big names though in the car, but usually it's just a bunch of rookies. I don't know, just to ruin some poor kid's night, I guess.
Well, it's you got a chance here tonight to go to Victory Lane on a Sunday night in the Sunday Scaries. Maybe we'll be talking to you here later after the race. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, sir.
That was Nathan Harper, one of the favorites here to win tonight's race. And we'll see if he can get the job done and get to Victory Lane. We are getting closer to the green flag for the feature here tonight. Fastest right now in practice is Chris McCullough. Not everyone has taken a lap, but actually Casey Sprinkle now in the 59. You see him right there. He now goes to P1 on the board. All right, last lap right there. Best lap for him, 24.22. So about 24-second laps here tonight for most of these drivers. Casey Sprinkle, just over 5 laps in practice here. Chris McCullough getting the most practice in actually right now as he approaches the 10-lap mark. Tonight he's getting as much practice as he can before we go racing. Trying to get used to these cars here, but Chris McCullough now back to the top of the board with a 24.07, so getting close to a sub 24. Really good lap here for Chris McCullough as he looks to try to get into the podium positions here tonight in his group. And Chris will be part of group number 2. So 2 groups, it'll be hard to kind of keep track of all that here until the end, and a lot of scoring and timing you'll see at the end of tonight's race might not mean much, but we'll get it all sorted out here and get the right drivers paid out, and looks like it's going to be a pretty fun race, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. $10 going to go to the heat winners there, so just a little bit of money back in the pockets of Nathan Harper and Malik Ray.
Well, we are getting set on grid now for tonight's feature race here from USA Speedway. Cameron Craighead will lead us to the green flag. Tyler Vickery will be to his outside. Chris McCullough starting in 3rd here. And starting 4th here tonight will be Justin Miller. Top 5, TJ Moon will round out that, and Max Dinda will start from the 6th position. Daniel Eberhardt III starts in 7th tonight. Wyatt Gray will start in 8th. Starting in 9th will be Nathan Harper, and rounding out your top 10 here tonight, Heat 1 winner, Malik Ray. Starting in 11th tonight.
I got you.
You good?
Axel Smith starting in 11th. Josh McCullough starting 12th. Brock Westmoreland from PGR in 13th. Cord Cheney, 14th. One of the newer drivers out here. Jackson Bies, 15th. Asher Little in 16th. Casey Sprinkle in 17th. Danny Barnes in 18th. Miles Bagley, Ethan Eckert round out the top 20. Mark Vondell, I will not be taking the grid. Kenny McCullough, McCullough Motorsports, Justin Johnson, and Dylan Jones round a 24-car field.
Yeah, 24 cars here tonight, and like I said, I couldn't really pull up that grid, unfortunately, for you guys, but here we go. We are getting set to go. 2 pace laps here, then Cameron Craighead and the 48 machine will take us to the green flag here tonight. Should be a really good race here. Nathan Harper saying truly anyone could win. And we'll see if that holds true here. As Chris McCullough led practice there, the warm-up practice, I should say. And seeing Cameron Craighead in the PGR Light Series go to victory lane at Bristol in season number 3. So he's got a knack for some of these shorter tracks. We'll see if Craighead can produce here in the Legends car tonight. Two groups going for their respective payouts here tonight. 12 drivers in each group makes up 24 cars in this field. As the pace truck gets set to pull off and let these 24 drivers loose here at USA Speedway here in Loveland, Florida. We are about to crank those engines up as Cameron Craighead will get to that restart zone, and we are off and running off turn number 4. Green flag in the air.
Towards the middle of the racetrack. And Eckert to the high side, all the way upstairs. Make it through just one around in the back, get a little bit loose. Okay.
Craighead down to the bottom as he looks to lead lap number 1, and he will. A great launch off turn 4. But here comes Chris McCullough in the 04 on the bottom of the racetrack underneath Craighead. Tyler Vickery looks to get a run off. Ooh, hard into the wall. Craighead, your leader at the moment, slaps the outside fence. He's now put 3 wide. The 3 gets turned, and we have a wreck. Craighead into the field into the 05 of Josh McCullough. And caution out here for the first time tonight And sorry about that, just got the ticker up for you guys as TJ Moon assumes the lead there as the pace truck comes out onto the racetrack. Let's go back here and see what brought out our first yellow flag here of tonight's race. And keep an eye here on Cameron Craighead right there in your screen. And the 3, Craighead comes back down into the racetrack. 05, Josh McCullough involved. I really start with Craighead, who is actually, let's go back a little bit farther, because Craighead, here it is. Craighead was leading this race, and watch him off turn number 2. He's going to just slap the outside fence. And then he comes down into the corner here and gets into the number 3. Comes back down the racetrack. Josh McCullough involved. He's got heavy damage. And that's what brought out your caution flag. You see Josh McCullough there on the racetrack trying to gather it here, and Mark Fondell looks like he was involved as well. And, well, that was your first caution flag here of tonight's race as you see TJ Moon to pit lane. And Chris McCullough now assumes the lead. Daniel Eberhardt already up to the 2nd position. He was fast in his heat, finishing in 2nd in a great battle to the line. Tyler Vickery up here in 3rd. Nathan Harper, who we knew would come to the top, is in 4th. Malik Ray in 5th. So strong top 5 at the moment. Pace truck light is out and we'll get set to go green again. Remember, 60 laps of action here tonight.
Been a good one so far up front. Just unfortunate by Dinda there. Get a black flag drive through.
So that was Max Dinda. Black flag drive through here on the restart. And here we go. Restart number 2 of the night. Chris McCullough. And the green flag back into the air. Daniel Eberhardt battles on the outside. Casey Sprinkle nose dives down into turn number 1, making up 2, 3, even 4 spots. Here comes the 59.
Eberhardt loose all along the top of the racetrack. Here comes the 59 down to the bottom. Casey Sprinkle very good in this car. As you see, Daniel Eberhardt doing a great job. Chris McCullough, though, still in the lead, driving strong and driving away from the field. Oh, one hard into the outside for a while. Back, gets down.
Eberhardt working on the back bumper. He's loose again. Baker up the racetrack he goes. They're crashing farther back. One's up and over. Flipping is the 19 of Ethan Eckert. Unbelievable wreck here. Ethan Eckert up and over multiple times, and he's able to just drive away with it. Unbelievable. A big one here early. And Ethan Eckert goes for a ride. We'll go back here and watch the big wreck replay here. Keep an eye on the 19. A huge wreck here. Starts right there with Axel Smith in the number 15 machine, I believe, of Asher Little. Ethan Eckert's right rear tire clips the 15. He goes up and over. The 33 involved as well. And Ethan Eckert, a massive accident here. And watch the 14. Mark Vondell just comes in and cleans out Ethan Eckert here. Go back and watch it again. Watch this car tumble. We're actually going to go in the cockpit here with Ethan Eckert in real time here. What a ride here at USA Speedway. We will go back to live here and we'll pick up the field here. As Chris McCullough, still your leader. After a big one here at USA Speedway as we get set to go green again. And the pace truck ready to go off again. A massive wreck here early. 12 laps in of 60 here tonight. Chris McCullough going to take the green flag again off turn number 4. He's got Eberhardt, Vickery, Harper, and now Miles Bagley here into the top 5.
Another good start by Chris McCullough. He's going to get swarmed here by the draft, though. He's doing a great job managing out front. Everyone out back trying to shuffle through positions. Ethan Eckert had to use his fast repair. But great job out of... Oh, man, wide grade. Really loose out back. Ethan Eckert 4 wide towards the back of the pack. But Danny Eberhardt, he's going to get a huge run here on the inside, trying to look to the inside to Chris McCullough. Oh, 1 around to the back, 2 around. Here comes a caution.
Caution flag number 3. As these drivers still trying to figure out these cars here and this combo here tonight. But Chris McCullough, it's not bothering him as he right now sits still in the front of the racetrack. So we'll go back here and find out what happened here to bring out the 3rd yellow flag of the night as Brock Westmoreland off track, as was Corey Cheney. And we'll go out farther back here into the back of this pack. I believe Max Dinda involved here. Let's keep an eye here on exit. That's the 59 of Sprinkle. And Dinda's going to meet that. They're going to meet in the middle here. And that turns Dinda in the 3. He's going to actually snap back up the racetrack a little bit. Here comes the 21. That's Dylan Jones. They're stacking up farther in front. The 11, Corey Cheney. He is turned. And that ultimately brings out the caution as the 4, Brock Westmoreland, clips the 11 there. I'm thinking Daniel Eberhardt. He might have had some issues as well. Look here. I don't think so. It's pulling up that he crashed, but I'm not quite sure he did.
I don't think he did. I think he just had a little bit of contact up front.
Yeah, a little bit of contact. So go back live here up to the front. That's Chris McCullough, still your leader. Pace truck lights still on. Should go off this time by. We'll pace again, actually, another lap or so. Refreshing to be out here calling a different sort of race with this community, and the last 2 weeks have been fun here on Sunday nights. Hopefully this can stick. It's good time up here. Definitely needed here in the racing community of our, pretty much our money racing community. And good to see all these drivers coming out as well. 24 drivers here for a car combination that I never thought I'd see here in PGR, but new league, and definitely, like I said, refreshing to see. So pace truck lights out again as Chris McCullough, Eberhart, Nathan Harper. That'll be Tyler Vickery, TJ Moon here, your top 5. Right now we're still looking for Malik Ray to come up through the field. He sits in 10th. He was winner of one of the heats here tonight. Ethan Eckert just outside the top 10 as well at the moment. Dylan Jones, who I thought was a favorite tonight, he's way back in 22nd. So he's got his work cut out for him. And Nathan Harper up to 3rd place. And we'll see if Nathan Harper, he needs a green flag run. I think that's what he's looking for here. We'll see if he gets it. Green flag back in the air.
Ethan Eckert almost eats it alive on the restart there. Wheels. Big run on the outside though from Daniel Eberhart. Oh my goodness. 4 wide momentarily from TJ.
Oh, the 24 Vickery goes for a ride. We stay green. 1 car spin. Eberhart to the lead here. Harper now working the top side of the racetrack. Chris McCullough fades a little bit. Here comes the 9 of TJ Moon. And man, Baker, I'll tell you what, on that restart, I went farther back in the middle of that pack. We were 4 wide at the start-finish line on that restart. These drivers all over the place.
Chris McCullough is heated on the comms of TJ Moon. TJ Moon is absolutely dive-bombing it into Christopher McCullough, and Christopher McCullough is not taking any of it, parking it on his nose, and this is letting Daniel Eberhart get away.
It's short track racing here, as Denny Hamlin would say in PGR eSports tonight. These drivers getting hot and bothered here early. Chris McCullough, though, has got to settle down just a little bit. Still there in P2 at the moment. He's trying to hold off Moon, but he's got Harper out to his outside. And Malik Ray, he's making his way up to the front as well. And you know Malik Ray, Baker, he's going to save those tires better than just about anyone in this field. Here comes the 18 now. Wyatt Gray on the move as well.
Chris McCullough down into the door of TJ Moon. Going to maintain the top lane. Harper really nowhere to go. He's getting stacked up. He may cross over to the bottom. Looking for 3 wide. Big move to the bottom. TJ Moon going to drive it in deep, though. Harper going to think better of it. Backs out of it.
Yeah, well, they're racing here. It's a little bit more single file. It's calmed down back here in this pack. Back up front, Daniel Eberhart loves to see what he sees as he's actually chasing down a lap car now, or what will be a lap car, the number 11 machine of Corey Chaney, who needs a caution at the moment to try to stay on this lead lap. But Nathan Harper now stalking Moon here off turn number 2. And now here's that green flag run that Nathan Harper was looking for.
Really single file around the bottom all the way to about P10. Great job by everyone getting settled out and getting a good green flag run in here so we can see how people save tires. What will Harper do here? Will he try and push TJ Moon up there to Daniel Eberhart? And before the tires equalize, it looks like that's what he's going to do. TJ Moon dives it off into the corner. Still a single file here out of turn 4.
The outside of 4 here, Baker single file now. It's calmed down a lot, man. Those restarts here are wild. It almost looks like back when NASCAR was at California. 3, 4, 5 wide racing on restarts here in the Legends at USA. This has been fun here to watch. Now, a longer run here for the first time tonight as we approach the halfway point. Eberhart now under fire from Moon. Nathan Harper, Wyatt Gray, Malik Ray, your top 5. As Chris McCullough right now back to 9th at the moment. So he's in jeopardy of going outside the top 10 as Jackson Buys for the first time will get his name called upon, the number 15 here into the top 10, as is Casey Sprinkle and Axel Smith. Well, Baker does race control here. TJ Moon to the lead. And the bottom, Nathan Harper looking to get after him now. Wyatt Gray's going to follow Harper. as Eberhardt now. He is definitely fighting some handling issues at the moment. On the outside, still trying to stick with Moon here. Wyatt Gray fans out 3 wide, nearly in the front of this pack. Malik Gray's going to dive bomb. Wyatt Gray nearly gets into him. It sends the 97 careening off into the wall. That was Axel Smith. TJ Moon still has the lead, but here comes Daniel Eberhardt back. Dive bombs on Nathan Harper. 2 wide at the front.
2 wide up front. TJ Moon going to push Nathan Harper here. You got Daniel Eberhardt about to get split 3 wide for the lead. Oh, man.
Caution is out. And wow, what a run that was. Let's go back real quick and look at this, because this brings out, I believe, our 4th caution. We're going to watch from the chopper here. Watch the 97. I believe this was a little bit earlier here. Look at Eberhardt, man. He is driving hard. Here comes the 97. Casey Sprinkle makes a move down low. There's where netcode between the 1 and the 18. That's what gets Wyatt Gray up into the 97 of Axel Smith. And that was what we had a little bit earlier. So I'm glad we were able to go back and give you guys a view of that. So Malik Gray, nothing really did wrong there. He was racing here. We'll show it again underneath the 18 of Gray. And watch the netcode here as we get down into turn number 1. Man, Malik Gray almost into the grass. So that will not bring out the caution, but that ends up hurting Axel Smith just a bit. We'll go back here now to the actual yellow flag. See if we can find out here. Not quite sure where that yellow flag came from. But it came out, and right now we'll go back live here.
This is for Jackson Buys and Christopher McCullough.
So Chris McCullough, who led a lot of this race, now falling back into the teens at the moment, I believe all the way back to 17th position. As TJ Moon now will lead it here and will lead us back to the green flag as Malik Gray now up front. P2 for him, Casey Sprinkle showing up P3. P4 will be the 3 of Max Dinda, so he's overcoming some trouble early. And 5th on the board right now, Justin Miller.
People coming down, taking tires here. Very surprised by that.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how these cars are handling here tonight. We'll bring Wyatt Gray quickly into the booth. Wyatt Gray, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, we see some drivers coming down pit lane, taking some tires. Not sure if you did or not, but tell us about the handling really quick here before we go green.
Yeah, I'd say the car is pretty balanced. I just took tires because I'm not really sure what to expect. I know the draft's pretty strong, so I don't think tires are going to play too big of a role, but I still wanted fresh tires just in case they do, since we have a little bit of time to get back up there still.
All right, we'll let you go and try to see if you can make your way back up to the front.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Wyatt Gray out of Columbus, Ohio, kind of sulking as I am today. The Buckeyes going down last night, but college football playoff coming up here shortly, so all the teams resetting 0-0. I believe Baker might be an Aggies fan, so might be able to see him in round number 2 this year.
Super excited. This pace car's going to pull off here again. Hopefully we get three more good green laps in here. If we don't, we will go to single file restarts.
Malik Gray briefly holds the lead. Moon fights back on the bottom. Max Dinda now. He's come back from nowhere. The 12 is turned. We stay green. That's Danny Barnes, I believe, that was up and into the fence. Dinda has come on strong here now as Casey Sprinkle, Miles Bagley make their way up. We are fanning out here into turn 1. Malik Gray hits the number 9, sends him up the track, and Moon loses 3-4 spots now.
Malik Gray dishing it out what TJ Moon was given before. And now Casey Sprinkle tied on the back bumper of Malik Gray. And Miles Bagley doing a great job here. maintaining his track position as well. Daniel Eberhardt looking to block TJ Moon, but TJ Moon thinks better of it. Oh, big stack up front. Here comes Daniel Eberhardt all around.
Eberhardt around, as is the 5. And a wreck here will bring out another yellow with 24 laps to go. As Eberhardt's able to keep his car moving forward here, but definitely going to lose some positions. I believe Miles Bagley, yeah, he's the one in that 5 car. I'll go back here and watch this one here unfold here into turn number 1. Watch it on your screen here. You watch the 90. He's got Moon behind him. Bagley goes up high. Casey Sprinkle's actually going to snatch that second spot. Ooh, yeah, Moon drives right into the 90. Pushes him up the racetrack into the 5 of Bagley. Spins him, and Daniel Eberhardt can't be too pleased right now as he bounces off that wall. We'll watch it here again from the chopper view. As watch the 9 of Moon. Believe, oh, you know what? Actually, no, not on Moon. I think that might be a racing incident. We'll find out from Baker here. Here's the 3. Plenty of room to come down. I mean, it almost looks like Eberhardt actually drives right into the 3 as the 9's following. That'll be interesting to see how that one's called.
Nowhere really for him to go. It really stacked up in front of him. Casey Sprinkle checked up from Malik, didn't run in the back of him. Dinda really nowhere to go. He checks up hard, and then, I mean, it's just a huge accordion effect.
Well, we're going to reset again. 21 laps to go at the moment. Malik Ray now your leader. Casey Sprinkle, Justin Miller, Wyatt Gray, Max Dinda, your top 5. We'll run through the field really quick here tonight. Cameron Craighead back in 23rd. 22nd is Jackson Buys. 21st at the moment, Asher Little, Axel Smith in 20th, Josh McCullough 19th, Miles Bagley in 18th, Mark Vondell in 17th, and 16th, Daniel Eberhardt. Corey Cheney in 15th, Danny Barnes 14th, TJ Moon in 13th, 12th, Chris McCullough, 11th, Kenny McCullough in 10th, Nathan Harper, Brock Westmoreland in 9th, Tyler Vickery up to 8th, Ethan Eckert doing good tonight in 7th, Dylan Jones in 6th, Max Dinda up to 5th, Wyatt Gray in 4th, Justin Miller in 3rd, Casey Sprinkle in 2nd, Malik Ray will lead us to green here. That's your field here tonight. Appreciate all those drivers coming out and all you watching in the chat. Lots to look forward to here on the PGR eSports Network. We're going to start single file this time by. Green flag back out. 5th caution of the night is over. Green flag in the air. Casey Sprinkle down into turn 1. All over the back bumper, the Hot Wheels number 1.
Single file restart really spreads out the field. It's gonna accordion back here though with the draft. And Casey Sprinkle doing a great job managing here. He's entering, really, really late on the corner and not overdriving it to stay on the back bumper here.
Looking a little bit farther back, Daniel Eberhardt trying to make his way back up. 14th position for the 90 at the moment. This race, Baker, I'll tell you what, a lot of these drivers, they've been dealing with a lot tonight. From the back to the front, from the front to the back, and everywhere in between. Almost looks like the Gen 6 race for the PGR SummerSlam 499. These drivers have gone through it all here tonight. But now, 17 laps to go, getting down to it here at USA. Malik Ray, still your leader.
Yeah, doing a great job with Casey Sprinkle. And I'm pretty sure Casey Sprinkle's in his group, so it is going to be a tough one for him to overcome here. To try and beat Malik Ray. He's in a second payout spot, but You know, finishing P2 doesn't get you the P1 money if you're in the different group, but it'll only get you P2 money. So it'll be a lot of fun here to see how he manages this. If he tries to go, oh man, one hard to the inside wall, going to come back into the track. Well, he stays down though.
Yeah, he does. He stays down in the apron. Race control, man. You're doing a great job here tonight. Double duty. And man, what a job that is. Job well done up there in the tower. Here's Malik Gray. Still leads Sprinkle. Wyatt Gray, though, is trying to make a move. Nathan Harper, your favorite, maybe coming into this race. He's back and forth. He wants this thing to go green. 15 to go. Will Nathan Harper get to the front of this pack? And now with these single file restarts, it's really changed things.
Yeah, pretty wide towards the back. Malik Gray doing a great job holding off Casey Sprinkle. Casey can give the bumper anytime he wants, but Malik's going to do a great job defending on the outside once that happens. Here comes dive bomb into the inside. Can he make it work? Malik Gray going to roll the top side. Heavy as they're trying to wreck out towards the back around Chris McCullough. Casey Sprinkle. Did he lead at the line? No, he did not. Wyatt Gray takes a dive bomb 3 wide for the lead.
Yeah, that Fruity Pebbles 18 coming alive here late as Wyatt Gray underneath 3 wide on the backstretch we go. Fans on their feet. Here comes Nathan Harper to the back bumper of Casey Sprinkle. And all of a sudden, Baker, Dylan Jones in the 21, Ethan Eckert in the 19. Man, this is a crazy race up front.
And 4 wide. Here you go. 4 wide for second place. It's not going to work. Nathan Harper gets shoved down a line. The favorite to win this race gets punted all the way back. He's only got about 10 laps to recover here. Going to be tough. But Casey Sprinkle, great drive against the pro to take the lead.
Sprinkle leads off number 4. Ooh, the 19 almost gets third. It's Ethan Eckert. He's going to save it. I'll tell you what, this is more exciting than most any super speedway race I've called. This is freaking awesome. Here goes the 21.
And he hangs on to it. Dylan Jones very slow with the second pack. They're going to swallow him up whole. And that pack is fighting. I mean, it is battles all over this racetrack.
And we're catching it on camera here. I know you're not seeing probably the feed
Oh,
here.
there goes Everhart.
Everhart up into the wall. We stay. Oh, caution is out. Yellow is out. What an amazing run there. As the 6th caution has flown. I'll tell you what, if you're out there in this chat, let's hear it. How do you guys like watching these guys in the Legends at USA Speedway on a Sunday night? This is some exciting racing. And I wasn't sure what to expect coming into tonight, but I'm sold on this. I'm already ready to run it back. Let's run it back tomorrow night on a Monday night. Why not? This is some great action here throughout the entire pack. This is fun. And that is what we have been missing for some time. And I believe Matthew Baker onto something here with the Sunday Scary League here. I am loving this. Lisa Winters is as well. And she said, wow, great racing. Definitely a fun race. Devin Ray in the chat tonight. Man, he'll be coming back to the service as well. Love to see it, but let's go back here. And watch as Daniel Eberhardt is involved here with Moon again. These two just cannot stay away from one another. Excuse me. And we'll watch this live here in the turn number 1. Eberhardt actually going to go all the way to the bottom here. As he gets, yeah, Eberhardt is all over. He actually gets in a Sprinkle and sends him up the racetrack. Moon in the wrong place at the wrong time. And man, Moon has seen it all tonight as well. A roller coaster ride for a lot of these drivers. And wow, what a race. Back live, up at the front, 7 to go. Still pacing. Malik Ray leads Casey Sprinkle. And we will get another restart here momentarily. Looks like they're lining up double file. Not sure if we're going double file, single file restart
it'll
here.
be double file here for the restart. It'll be inside 5 laps to go when we do double file the whole way through, but they got past 3 laps there, so we're changing it from single file to double file for this restart.
Well, get your popcorn out if you are at home and crack open a cold one, because it is going to get wild here at USA Speedway. It's been a heck of a race. And we're going to take the 5 to go signal as we go back green here. Malik Ray, leader. Casey Sprinkle on his outside. Wyatt Gray, Nathan Harper behind them. And so is Ethan Eckert, Tyler Vickery. As we go back, ready to go green. Pace truck off to pit lane. Green flag shown in the flag stand. Green flag in the air. We're off and racing. Who's going to get the checker flag here? Malik Ray, your leader down the backstretch. They're wrecking out back. Malik stays low. Nathan Harper to the outside. Caution flag out for the 7th time here tonight. And this one will be headed to, I believe, an NASCAR overtime. As the field comes to a slow pace down here, we will go back here and check out what brought out the 7th caution flag of tonight's race. I think it's going to be back here with Mark Vondell. And we'll see. I'll tell you what, Daniel Eberhardt again with contact, I believe, with Moon. I believe the 14 gets loose. Daniel Eberhardt, I don't think he was slowing down. He was going right into the number 9, no matter if that 14 of Vondell was getting turned. That was probably not the best move there, but Daniel Eberhardt showing his frustration for the 9 of TJ Moon here tonight. We'll watch it one more time. And here's Vondell. Keep an eye on the 14. He's going to actually start spinning and turning down the racetrack in front of Moon. Here's a great view of it. He's trying to avoid running back into the back of the 33 of Jackson Buys. He gets turned there. But as he's getting turned, Eberhardt is full sending it into the back of the 9. Well, we're going to rack them up for what could be the last time here tonight. If Matthew Baker's back, we'll ask real quick. We got a green-white checkered here tonight. How's it looking here at the end of the race?
Yeah, just Nathan Harper going to be tucked to the back bumper of Malik Ray. Casey Sprinkle running a great race all day. Ethan Eckert, Wyatt Gray as well. I think it's going to be a crazy restart. Malik's going to probably try and jump as early as he can to get these guys side by side.
Well, it's been a night here at USA Speedway, as the pace truck lights will go out this time by. And I think we are going to see some crazy moves here down into turn number 1 on this restart. It looks like Malik Gray took the outside. I don't think he wanted anything to do with Nathan Harper behind him. That moves Casey Sprinkle in a really good position here in second now on the bottom. Gray will be on the backside of Malik Gray. I think that'll line up teammates here. That was the thought process for the number 1. It'll be a 2-lap shootout. And it'll be the first person that crosses that line will be the first victor ever here in the Legends car in PGR. Who will it be? Here we go. Off turn 4. The green flag back out. Malik Gray with the jump.
Jump there, pushes it on the outside, and he cleared. And you see Malik Gray starting to pull away 2 by 2 with Wyatt Gray. Here comes Nathan Harper trying to dive to the bottom. Casey Sprinkle can't get there. 3 wide towards the middle as there comes with a white flag here. Malik Gray doing everything he can to hold back these 2 cars.
Malik Ray up to the top side of the racetrack. Underneath comes Casey Sprinkle. They're wrecking out back. Malik Ray still ahead. Here comes Wyatt Gray. Nathan Harper trying to follow him here on the top side. It looks like at the moment no one will have anything for Malik Ray. Nathan Harper's full send. Here he goes around Casey Sprinkle. Wyatt Gray off turn number 4. It's going to be Malik Gray. Holds off the field and wins it here at USA. Malik Ray, your overall winner and your group winner in group number 1. And if we go to the board here, Wyatt Gray, I believe in group number 1 as well. Not seeing his name. Yeah, Wyatt Gray in group number 1 as well. So Casey Sprinkle was in group number 1. So the top 3 all in group number 1. And Nathan Harper, he's also a victor here tonight. He wins group number 2. Tyler Vickery, second place in group number 2. And Ethan Eckert, I believe, finishes in 4th in group number 1. So group number 1, really heavyweights here tonight. Malik Ray, Wyatt Gray, Casey Sprinkle, all in group number 1. As Malik Ray celebrates his victory here tonight, we'll line up some of these guys here and momentarily get some interviews tonight. And looking forward to talk to some of these guys. That was a great show here put on by these drivers.
Absolutely. Why don't we take a quick break here, get everything sorted out, get to the interviews.
We'll be right back here live on the PGR eSports Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll get Malik Ray and company here in a short bit.
I don't know if I should call Casey for the COO.
I can't look at it really. Mess up the back here live on the PGR eSports Network. Official results will remain the same. There will be no EOL here on the last lap for Casey Sprinkle. That was what Race Control was taking a peek at. So while we have him, we get Casey Sprinkle up here in the 59. You got a copy?
Yes.
Well, man, what a fun night of racing here tonight. You come and battled here at USA International Speedway for the first time in PGR eSports history, and you come off with a P3 finish overall in the race, and I believe a P3 finish overall in your group tonight. Walk us through this race, and how much did you enjoy being out there in the Legend car?
Oh man, it's definitely the second most fun I've had in PGR. Maybe third, besides Street Stocks at Darlington. Definitely, it was a blast. I started way deep in the field because I got I ended up wrecking myself. I got wrecked in my heat race and then battled all the way back up to the front, pitted early, got lucky on pit strategy, and got up to about second and then pretty much stayed there and until the last final restart where I got passed by Wyatt.
Yeah, you did. You did a great job here. We're actually watching it back at the moment here on the last lap. I know coming to that checkered flag, get into it with the 7 just a little bit. Didn't look intentional. Just some hard racing there for position. But is there anything else you could have done there in the closing laps to try to get to Wyatt Gray and or Malik Ray?
I think what really killed my whole, like every bit of my momentum was just the start. I mean, Malik jumped me, and I wasn't really expecting him to go that early. I was ready to go, but I mean, I just have terrible reaction time. And then Nathan went under me going into 3. I blocked that luckily. I mean, it was kind of dirty block. I do apologize for that as well. But after that, Wyatt got clear, and I couldn't really keep up with that second line. The second line was a little bit better, and I got a little bit loose coming out of the corner, coming to the white as well. Really, I just think that if I had a better restart, I could have been way better off, but it's whatever.
Well, Casey, nonetheless, man, podium position here tonight. Great race here in Racecraft from you. Before we let you go, anyone you want to thank and or shout out?
All my teammates, Chris McCullough, Kenny, Josh, Danny, Mark Vondell, any others. I can't remember. All of McCullough Motorsports. A lot of us raced in this one. So I got to apologize to Nathan for walling him off that corner. Really, I did not want to do that, but it's whatever. Malik, for sticking with me there, or I was really sticking with him, but keeping me in the draft sometimes and stuff. And all the guys really up front for putting on such a good race there at the end. Y'all for broadcasting. Michael, you putting on the race. Baker, you race controlling. Great to see all this event happen.
Well, we appreciate it. You go celebrate that podium position.
Thank you.
That was your third place finisher tonight, Casey Sprinkle. And now we're going to get the man up from Columbus, Ohio. We'll let Matthew Baker actually take Malik Ray here tonight. I'll finish here with Wyatt Gray. But Wyatt Gray here tonight, P2 in the 18. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. What a battle this was. The Fruity Pebble machine, man. You made me a little hungry watching you here up front tonight. But, man, walk us through this race here tonight. It had pretty much everything you could possibly imagine. But at the end of the day, at least from our vantage point, there was some really good racing. How much fun was it in the cockpit of this legend car?
Oh, it was incredibly fun. I mean, it's probably like a 15-lap run, like before that last yellow, where we're just 3-4 wide, bouncing off each other, but still keeping it together, not wrecking each other, taking care of each other.
Well, you battled there a little bit with your teammate at the end. It looks like he chose the tie side there. Smart move to keep you guys lined up and kind of deliver on a 1-2. You finished second overall in the race, second overall in your, in your group. So were you looking away to try to get around Malik Ray there, or is there just nothing you could do to get past them there in the last couple laps?
Well, then turns 3 and 4 with 2 to go coming to the white, I thought I had Casey clear, but there was some net code with Malik that kind of sent me up the track, and then I wasn't able to clear until out of 2 on the white. So at that point, really the only thing that I could have done is punted him, but considering he's my teammate and he picked the top, which helped me out, I couldn't really do that to him.
Well, you get that second place finish here tonight, and man, I know for you and me, bummed out a little bit about last night's result. You're in P2 tonight, Buckeyes in P2 as they head to the college football playoff. But hey, man, we're Buckeyes. We know what we did last year. What's your outlook for the college football playoff this year?
I'm definitely excited. I will say if we make it past that matchup in the second round, I am nervous if we have to face Georgia again, because we know what happened last time, but I still think we have a good shot at it.
Yeah, I agree with you as well. I know that Georgia game still stings me. We should have won, but hey, you never know. Maybe we'll get past these first couple. Hopefully see Indiana and a rematch again. But before we let you go here, anyone you want to thank or shout out?
Shout out you guys for broadcasting and putting on these fun races. This was a really good combo. So thanks to Baker and thanks to Nathan Harper. Obviously, we know he gave him the recommendation in his car, I guess you could call it. And shout out my teammates as well.
All right, well, that was Wyatt Gray here tonight, a P2 finish for the Young Buck out of Columbus, Ohio. And we'll bring up your winner here tonight, man. He just doesn't stop winning. We'll let Matthew Baker take this one. It's Malik Ray.
Hey, Malik, it's Matt and Mike up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Well, good. It was a good 15-lap run there, green, between the top 8. It was a lot of fun. Would have loved to see it go green for the rest of the way, but decided to wreck them up there. Talk to me through the car track combo. Did you enjoy tonight? And I mean, obviously you won the race, but how was the racing up front?
Oh, that was great. Everybody up front, Nate, Wyatt, and Casey, all of us were doing super good, like running three wide and not touching each other. Everybody was given a bunch of room and stuff like that. I mean, I feel like everybody raced really good, like towards the end. I mean, we were 3 by 3 for like at least like 3 or 4 laps straight, and everybody held their line and everything. Everybody was doing really good. And as far as the car and track combo, I thought that it was really nice. I noticed that there was I think there's still like some separation between like the top guys, but like at the same time, everybody still has a shot to win. Like if you play your cards right, and I think that's a good thing for the community. I think it's going, like pretty solid. I mean, you're seeing some new names up front. I think it's going pretty good. I'm enjoying these Sunday races for sure.
Yeah, and I think that the split bracket, while it's lower payouts to the overall winners for the brackets, it gives those lower guys a shot. You get Vickery in the cash spot there. Chris McCullough with his bad luck gets a cash spot in the other group, and it's just luck of the draw what group you get. So hopefully we can keep that going to get some more people some payout spots. But great job tonight getting the win, coming back from the invert, starting 10th and getting back up to the front. Anyone you like to thank or shout out?
I appreciate my teammates up front, and Casey Sprinkle, everybody for running clean up front, and Intent Solutions, and Roger Shelton, and you guys for broadcasting. I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Well, that was Malik Ray, your winner here tonight, and what was an excellent show put on by all these drivers. In group number 1, Malik Ray to victory lane, Wyatt Gray, Casey Sprinkle, Ethan Eckert. Those were your top 4 in group 1, and all payout positions. Group number 2, Nathan Harper, the winner there with Tyler Vickery, Chris McCullough, and Kenny McCullough. Your top 4 payout positions. And Malik Gray, winner of the heat, as well as Nathan Harper. Both those men get payouts for those heat wins, and that's really what it came down to tonight. So I believe 10 different payout positions, and as Malik alluded to, anyone really could come and go in this race or win here tonight, and we saw a lot of really good action, and that's all you hope to see when you come out here and watch these races. But one thing's for certain, that number 1 just seems to have an act for victory lane as he parks that car again on the top of the scoring pylon tonight. But man, I'll tell you what, Baker, I'm very excited to see where this goes and how it grows. We just got to keep sticking with it. We'll keep marketing the series. Hopefully get some new drivers, because I'll tell you what, we're going to probably find some really good drivers that are out there that don't run super speedways all the time, that run combos like this, these coupes and other cars like the street stocks, and hopefully that'll help grow this community, because I really do think there's something we've been missing here on this network and within PGR, and it's really fun here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, and we'll figure out the car track combo for next week. Maybe an oval, maybe a road course. I don't know. Maybe dirt. So look out for it. Maybe get some new drivers over here on from the dirt side to try and money race against some of the best super speedway racers and see what they can put up with. Or maybe go back to a short track like Bristol in the MX5s or the mini stocks. Something a lot of fun that could produce a different winner.
Absolutely. Well, that's a wrap for Sunday Funday, the Sunday Scary PGR eSports League tonight. I believe maybe tomorrow night we'll see a PGR 500 recruitment race. Not sure if that'll be broadcasted or not. I know Ron Morris, pending comeback eventually, not quite sure. I know he's still kind of out there waiting to bring back another season of TNT, Tuesday Night Thunder. I know Thursday night, we got 2 more races left on the year for PGR Intimidator Super Speedway Series. A couple weeks, that PGR Championship. Looking forward to that as well. Then we'll have a little Christmas holiday break till we come back next year. A lot to announce here in the coming weeks. I'll be talking to Baker here shortly about some cool news, hopefully coming our way here to PGR eSports as well. So the PGR 500 should hopefully be launched tomorrow, no later than Tuesday. So registrations for that and a whole lot coming your way here. And we appreciate all you viewers here tonight. So for myself, Michael Triscaro, my co-broadcaster here tonight, Matthew Baker, we appreciate it. Have a good night.